Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Gist with Comedian Hustle. Alright, Gist with Comedian Hustle is just a program that educates and gives everyone privilege to discuss about politics, education, entertainment and every other stuff. So in our program today, we are still going to discuss about the topic domestic violence. So we are going to discuss what it means and the causes and the preventions of domestic violence. So here with me is my one of our favorite celebrity musician. He never too blow, but he don't dey blow. Alright, Styles is he's a musician. He's a student of Cico University. He's a comedian. He's an actor. Like, he does many things. So Styles, just tell us more about you. Just a brief introduction about you and what you do.
Thank you so much, comedian, also for giving me this privilege. Yeah, my name is Favour, popularly known as Styles. I'm an entertainer, I'm a musician, and an actor, a comedian, a plenty, she gets normal. I'm an entrepreneur. Yes, I taste both foods where we into the production of pastries and confectionaries like shawarma, barbecue, mishai, she gets, and other amazing products. Yes, I also run a company for solar installation and supplying of industrial machines and the likes. So you can also follow me on my Instagram handle on Life of Styles, on my Twitter same as Life of Styles, and my Facebook page Extreme Styles. Yeah, so you can see more of my content there. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop my business card with Comedian Hustle. Yes, that's my complimentary card, obviously. So yes, I'm so privileged once again to be on Gist with Comedian Hustle. Comedian, is really a privilege to be here with you. I thank you very much for giving me this platform.
Alright, so don't forget to drop a move. Alright, so today we are basically going to discuss about domestic violence. You know, it's one of the greatest problems the society is currently facing now. So I would like you to just briefly explain what this domestic violence is all about. Do you understand? Then help us outline the causes of this domestic violence.
Okay, first of all, you asked me what I feel domestic violence is all about. Domestic violence is a social vice, mostly in relationships and marriages, where one partner is being abused by the other. You get, like, for example, the man is abusing the woman, or the woman is abusing the man, because most times in our generations now it's rampant now. You get, forced relationship and forced marriage are mostly the causes of all this. You get, because don't tell me say relationship they are forced, say marriage they are forced to be in. The hatred is something that can drive such actions. Yeah, so moving to the second point, another thing that can be a cause of domestic violence is over-tolerance, being too tolerant. At some point, I feel a journey of 1,000 miles, they say, starts with a step. You know, someone has anger issues, and then you are still doing the same. I'm not trying to justify the fact that him doing what he's doing is being wrong, but at the same time, it's something that needs to be. That's what I'm saying, understanding. So if they're going to be tolerant in that relationship, then you're supposed to also caution those things that stimulate that action. It must start from a slap. Yes, you get me now. Slap go first come in. Before, when that slap comes in, it's not something you need to overlook. Do you understand me? So when this happens, it is needed for you to speak out. You understand? Such people shouldn't continue, or rather shouldn't just be neglected. Do you understand me? That's all about the tolerance part. When you try to be force vibe for something that is not working, do you understand? It's another thing that could cause such. You get? Yes, annoyance. Body would pepper you. People are not supposed. You're not supposed to be with this person. You're still trying to force vibe. Do you understand? Domestic violence is very dangerous because it has led to the loss of life of so many people, from both celebrities and normal citizens. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's something that we need to look into, something that is needed I really like the fact that you brought about this point, Comedian, also, because this is one of the problems we are facing in society today. Another thing is the use of drugs. You see, when someone is into the use of or the abuse of drugs. Sometimes it's something that it's a result, it's a product of being into drug abuse. You get what I'm saying? So this is where the government comes in, and where the people at the people at the social top, that is the families, the church people, the pastors, are needed to come into place now. Sure you get now, because we need to create awareness on the dangers, the results, not only domestic violence, so many things.
All right, Styles. What if in a situation whereby two partners are into a relationship, and then maybe during the relationship they didn't experience any abuse from any party? Do you understand? And they get into marriage, and all of a sudden the thing just started. So, what advice do you have for such people?
First of all, like I said earlier, there must be signs. I don't think it's possible in a relationship, a very stable one at that there won't be signs that shows that this could manifest later in the future. Do you understand me?
No. I mean, like, you know, in a relationship, normally when I will get issue, do you understand? That one is like something that is normal in all the relationship. A good relationship, there must be a time of enjoyment and there must be time of argument. Do you understand? So, in a relationship, they've had like normal argument. Do you understand? No fight, no quarrel, no pushing, nothing. Do you understand? Then they entered into marriage. All of a sudden, abuse started coming up. Do you understand? So that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. In such situation, it might basically be from friends. Some of it's mostly such attitude or such behavior or such changes might arise due to peer pressure, bad friends. There's a popular saying that my mom used to tell me then, that bad company corrupts good manners. So that's a typical example of what I'm trying to say.
All right. Currently in our society now, we have so many families experiencing this problem. Do you understand? So, what do you think is the best approach for it, for the people currently experiencing such problem in their families and in their homes?
At the first instance, that is, at the first point, it should be discussed with the religious authorities, because those are the people that are most trusted to keep such incidents secret and between them. Do you understand? Then when it persists, it should be taken further to people that will deal with it, people that are in charge of such offenses.
So, a man or a woman experiencing such problem in a marriage or in a relationship, who do you think is the first person this person is meant to meet? All right. So the reason why I asked is because I came across a movie. I've actually forgotten the name, but I came across a movie where these things were happening, but the person that was abused was the woman. Do you understand? So she was too scared of complaining or disclosing the situation outside the marriage. Do you understand? So at a point, she got fed up. Do you understand? So at that point, she had to involve her pastor, like involve the pastor in the situation on ground. So at this point now, the man got to know about it and then got upset. So in such situation, the thing, like in the movie, the thing was worst. It got worse. That like normally before, the man was just abusing, laying abuses on her, beating her. But when the pastor got to know about it, the man was like, so you've started disclosing our family matters outside, blah, blah, blah. Then at that point, he invited weapon over. Do you understand? So at some point, okay, there is this situation in the movie that where he was beating the woman. So he brought out a knife and was trying to stab the woman. Do you understand? He was just threatening the woman with the knife, and at some point the woman was just kind of trying to defend herself. Then in such situation, one thing led to the other. When I know Nollywood now, the man got stabbed and died instantly. So in such situation, what do you think? I would like to know your own opinion on this. Like, you know, normally story like movies are real life stories. Do you understand? They just bring it down. They just bring it down to movies. Do you understand? To educate people who watches it. So I would like to know your opinion on this.
Yeah, so When this persists, after reporting to the religious leader and it still persists, I said earlier, it's advisable it's been taken up. Do you understand? There are people in charge of all this. People like that is the Commissioner of Women Affairs at the state level. You have the Minister of Women Affairs at the federal level, and the welfare and the activists at the grassroots and local level. So these are the people that will take this matter up legally. Do you understand? It's going to be brought to court. Do you understand? Where the man will have to face the penalties for that. The person who will tell me he's here next time, she get at least by the time you don't day prison for like 2 years. You understand? You know Nigeria, she get me. So this is the best way to tackle such. Because I said that this is one of the easiest way to lose lives. Domestic violence. It has claimed so many people's lives. Like I know so many, even I have a friend. May so rest in perfect peace.
I think we are going to round up for today's program here. Alright, so thank you everyone for joining us in today's program. You can follow us on our social media platforms. We are live on Facebook at Gist with Comedian Hustle. Same with Instagram. When it comes to YouTube, our YouTube handle is Sheds Comedy. So you can just link with us there and watch our videos. You can also drop your comments, your suggestions, and send us a private message if you want to be interviewed. So you can just send us a direct message in one of our social media platforms so that we can just invite you over and get you interviewed. So thank you guys very much for joining us in today's program. I really appreciate the fact that you guys did it. So meet you guys next time, next week. Thank you.